Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about today's defense news. Recent clearance by Defense Acquisition Council for procurement of 248 Astra Mk1 Beyond Visual Range Air-to-Air Missile (BVRM) for the first time has confirmed that next fighter jet which will get the new BVRM will be MiG-29 UPG fleet and MiG-29K as India slowly moves to integrate indigenous Astra BVRM into entire fleet of fighter jets. The first lot of 50 pre-production Astra Mk1 BVRM already has been delivered to IF, which will be integrated into existing Su-30 MKI fleet, and another 100 will go to MiG-29 UPG, which after avionics upgrade and HAL developed mission computer will be next to get software upgrade patch for Astra Mk1. Integration with the Zook ME electronically slotted planar array radar. MiG-29 UPG also got engine improvements and an expanded capability to conduct air-ground missions, which also features an enlarged hump behind the cockpit. For extra fuel, IF will start getting 200 Astra Mk1 for MiG-29 UPG and Su-30 MKI fleet from 2021 onwards, but our previous Astra Mk1 order soon with two defense seekers hints at possible two seekers. The Indian Navy also flies MiG-29K as that have many updated feature in common with the SMT and UPG variant, which also get 48 BVRM, which will supplement Russian R-77 BVRM. Tejas Mk1A will be third fighter jet which will get Astra Mk1A BVRM from 2024 onwards, for which IF might place order for another 300. Lot of 200 currently placed order plans to integrate Astra Mk1 BVRM also on Mirage 2000 fleet. That has been discussed, but it will require French cooperation for source code of the THELS RDY to radar for the development of software which will allow mission computer and radar to talk to Astra Mk1 missiles for talking out the target. Defense PSU HAL has got a shot in the arm with the Defense Acquisition Council DSA approving the procurement of 12 Su-30 MKI fighters from HAL. The order is set to benefit HAL Nasik factory, which has a capacity of producing 12 of these fighters annually. HAL has a range of 50-70% indigenous for Su-30 MKI. An IF source told HAL chairman R. Mathur said, as we have to do it quickly, we have to see how much of indigenization will actually happen, because we have to find the quickest means of supply. Power Minister R.K. Singh today said that India will not import power equipment from China anymore. The minister's remark came amid bitter standoff with China in Ladakh during a virtual press conference with state counterparts. He also asserted that the equipment import from China and Pakistan would not be permitted, especially on the basis of inspector. He further said power distribution companies should not give order for supply of equipment to Chinese firms. We manufacture everything here. India imported rest 71,000 crore worth power equipment, including 21,000 crore from China, Mr. Singh said in the State Energy Ministers Conference chaired by him this morning. In his opening remarks, he said this huge import of power equipment is something we cannot tolerate, that a country will transgress into our territory. We will not take anything from China and Pakistan. He further said, we will not give permission for import from prior preference countries we are affected. There should have malware or Trojan horse in those imports from China, which they can activate remotely to cripple our power system. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday saluted the soldiers of Indian Army who are deployed in Ladakh and are protecting India's border. He also paid tribute to the soldiers who were killed in the face-off with Chinese soldiers in the Galwan Valley on June 15. The bravery that you and your compatriots showed a message has gone to the world about India's strength. Nation rest peacefully because of your bravery, PM Modi said while addressing the soldiers. He also said that the resolve for self-reliant India is strengthened because of the bravery and the sacrifice of our soldiers. PM Modi underscored that India has always pursued the path of peace in the world, but at the same time, those who are weak can never initiate steps for peace. Bravery and courage is a prerequisite for peace. He also said that the resolve for self-reliant India is strengthened because of the bravery and sacrifice of our soldiers. The enemies of India have seen your fire and fury, said PM Modi. Without taking any names, the Prime Minister said that this is the age of development. Age of expansionism is over. This is the age of development. History is witness that expansionist forces have either lost or were forced to turn back, PM Modi said in his address, accompanied by the Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat and Army Chief Manoj Mukund Narwane. PM Modi reached Leh on Friday morning. He went straight to 14 Corps headquarters at Nimu outside Leh to understand belligerence in Ladakh with Corps Commander Lieutenant General Harinder Singh briefing Narendra Modi in presence of Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi. And next update from LOC, at least 2 Pakistani soldiers were killed in a retaliatory fire on Thursday after Pakistan resorted to ceasefire violation along the line of control LOC in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. In strong retaliation to Pakistan Army ceasefire violation in Kasbah, Kearney, Shahpur sectors, Indian Army undertook firing against Pakistan Army post in the Rak Chikri area. This resulted in the death of 2 Pakistan Army soldiers. Of 10 Baluch Army sources said Pakistan initiated an unprovoked ceasefire violation along the LOC in the Shahpur and Kearney sectors of the Poonch district at 9:30 am by the firing small weapons in Jammu and Kashmir. Next update from Japan. Japanese ambassador in India. In a show of support to India, Japan on Friday slammed China for its attempts to unilaterally alter the status quo along the line of actual control (LAC) in the eastern Ladakh. Tokyo's envoy in New Delhi, Satoshi Suzuki, said that he had a conversation with Foreign Secretary Harsh Shringla about India's efforts to peacefully resolve the ongoing border impasses with the China. Had a good talk with FS Shringla, appreciated his briefing on the situation LAC, including GOI's policy to pursue a peaceful resolution. Japan also hopes for a peaceful resolution through dialogues. Japan opposes any unilateral attempts to change the status quo. Suzuki said in a tweet, Japan can now share defense intelligence with India in what has further endorsed Japan's urge to strengthen ties with India. Tokyo recently revised legislation which allows it to share defense intelligence with India, Australia and UK. So far, the legislation allowed info sharing only with its ally, the US. Japan has also been one of the countries that have been affected by China's expansionist policies in the South China Sea. According to the reports, Chinese Coast Guard vessels have been patrolling Japan's Senkaku Island for past 80 days. China refers to the Senkaku Island as Diaoyu Island. Japan is one of the many East Asian nations affected by the China's aggressive stance in the Pacific region. Japan is the latest to support India in its battle against Chinese aggression. Days ago, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison had said that territorial battle was increasing in the Indo-Pacific region. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has minced no words in acknowledging Chinese expansionism and said that Beijing expansionist policies are a concern of present times. China on Friday voiced its disapproval as Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a surprise visit to Ladakh to take a stock of the situation at forward post along the line of actual control and interact with personnel of the Army, Air Force and ITBP. India and China are in communication and negotiations lowering the temperatures through military and diplomatic channels. No party should engage in any action that may escalate the situation at this point. Zhao Lijian, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, said on the PM's Ladakh visit, the Prime Minister visit served as a moral booster for the armed forces and a powerful message to China, which has shown unrelenting aggression at the border with incursions spotted in satellite images. The PM's visit was the first by a member of the cabinet Committee on Security since the June 15 clash in Ladakh, where 20 soldiers were martyred in line of duty in a face-off with Chinese troops. He was accompanied by Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat and Army Chief General M.M. Narawane for the announced visit. PM Modi is expected to return from Ladakh in the afternoon and is expected to hold a meeting with the Home Minister and the Defence Minister in the evening. Next update, a report on US Congress Appointment Commission. China under President Xi Jinping has stepped up its aggressive foreign policy towards India and resisted efforts to clarify the line of actual control that prevented a lasting peace from being realized, according to a report. So guys, that's all for today. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.